The Rowan men's basketball team enters this year with a well-seasoned group of seniors who have played in head coach Joe Crispin's system for a couple years now. The sense of urgency is high amongst Rob and Nick DePersia, as well as Deron Curry and Rowan Wright, who look to improve upon the team's 500 finish from a year ago.
The guys are hungry to win. They're hungry to be prepared and to maximize their potential. So I think they've done a good job being competitive, being more prepared, and really they know what we want to do. We keep it pretty simple, but clarifying that identity has been certainly a lot easier this season.
The DePersias bring high energy and fly around the basketball court, causing havoc on the defensive side and creating scoring on the other. Offensively, they have different styles of play, with Nick being the shooter and Rob the creator. Nick reached the 1,000-point plateau last year and is a career 33% shooter from beyond the arc. Rob can dribble drive the baseline, dishing out to a number of shooters, and he's not afraid to get in the tough areas to pick up some rebounds. Curry can get to the net as well with his quick step and dribbling abilities. Last season, he averaged just over 11 points a game. Where the Profs struggled mightily last year was their interior game due to the fact that they were starting 5 guards a night.
Last year there was no getting around it. We weren't really good at it. So we tried to space people out. I mean, we want to play with pace, but what kind of pace kind of depends on who we're playing. I mean, we're willing to play super fast if we think that's to our benefit, but we're also willing to, execute and be patient and take our time.
Rowan is going to rely heavily on Rowan Wright, Austin Carney, and Tyreek Robinson to give the brown and gold points in the paint this season. At 6'7", Wright was one of the Profs' better shooters, converting on 48% of his attempts. He is also tough to score against, as he led the team with 79 blocks. Rowan also struggled on the glass, so it will be up to those three to move some bodies around to grab the rebounds to create quick transitions up the court.
The groups I've had in the last couple years, I never felt like we could be great half-court defensive teams because of just personnel limitations. Whereas this year, I think we can. We have greater flexibility. I'm pushing them in that regard. We're not going to abandon full-court defense by any means, but I think we can be a little more savvy in what we do with more size. And then you got to secure the ball. I mean, we were overcoming rebound deficiencies a lot, and this season, we don't want to do that.
Rowan is going to have a greater depth off the bench this year with Brian Thatcher and Ryan Legler returning. Crispin also has added some size in 6'7" Marko Pantovic, as well as shooter Connor Dickerson. The goal, as the season moves along, is to take some pressure off players like Nick DePersia and Curry and have a more balanced attack from top to bottom. The NJAC, as it's been for quite some time, is going to be a tough conference. The Profs finished 9-9 in NJAC play last year, and it will be another grind this winter with a majority of the teams returning key players.
I think one is just managing expectations. I think our seniors are a good group. I think our group as a whole has a lot of potential, but and I think they have high expectations for themselves, but they also just need to relax, play the game, enjoy it, soak it in, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I mean, one of the things about our style is we want to just relax and hoop. And it sounds really simple, but it's often hard to do and to play with that when the lights come on. I think if this group can tap into that and kind of be that dangerous team I want them to be, that can happen.
The season gets underway November 8th as Rowan hosts Rosemont in the La Scala Fire tip-off tournament. Game time 8 p.m. Conference play begins November 20th at Rutgers Camden, with the Profs' first NJAC game coming November 28th against TCNJ.